Hi Aquarius, welcome back. If you're back, welcome. If you're new, if you are new, take a second to read through the description box, answer any questions you may have. If this resonates with you, you like any of the energy that you are receiving from this, please, please, please support the channel. Subscribe, give it a like, comment, engage, interact. It is what keeps this going and makes me not want to shut it down. So, if it resonates with you in any way or you want to support, consider doing any and all of those things. I love having you guys here. I love all of the support and love that I have received, and I appreciate every bit of it. This is going to be a major brain fart. A money and finance focused reading for the collective of Aquarius. That is all placements. It could be your sun, it could be your moon, it could be your rising, your Mercury, your north node, doesn't matter. This is for you. And it is timeless. Whenever you find it, it is for you. There's no timestamp on it. There's no date on it. Alright, we have some interesting cards out already. So, I'm doing a 11 card spread. We're going to get current situation, current feelings, energy surrounding money within you, what is crossing you, potential challenge, past, future, and then we are going to do what is above and below. Above and below indicates above being your goal, your conscious goal, what you are striving towards, what you're working towards. And then, ooh, that's crooked. Hey, kabumba. Oh my god, that's not any better. And then below is your subconscious. What is propelling you towards your goal, and you kind of compare and see if they match up or if they're in contradiction to each other. Alright, so we have several cards out already, 6 to be exact, and I need 5 more. So we're looking for the advice for Aquarius right now. Their situation surrounding money. Okay. What else? We've got 2 pages out. One is in your conscious goal, what you're striving towards, which is interesting. And one is in your advice. Alright, so what else? External forces. What energies and situations beyond Aquarius's control could and most likely will affect the outcome of this situation? External forces, please. Whoa. How many cards is this? How many do I need? Yeah, I mean, this one cannot last though. Is that how? This is how we're doing it? Alright, okay. You've got strength on the bottom. If you're feeling a little bit weak, not weak, but keep your strength and you're stronger than you realize. If you're going through a little bit of a rocky time right now, the cards indicate that you potentially could be. Okay, starting off. So your current situation surrounding money. There's a lot of deception and illusion around money right now. You could be a little bit disillusioned about your current financial state. Maybe you're spending more than you're making, living outside of your means, so to speak, buying a new car that you can't necessarily afford, but buying it on credit. Those kinds of situations. So take a look at your finances and make sure that you aren't overextending your budget, essentially. Make sure that you're being honest with yourself and your current situation regarding money, okay? Don't disillusion yourself. Challenge at the time, your mental health could be a challenge. So you could be spending more than you should to give yourself that boost of serotonin. Is that the right word? The happiness? Dopamine? I don't know. Whatever it is, you could be spending. Your spending could reflect your current state of mind. Your mental health could be at kind of a rock bottom for you. Feeling like the whole world is against you and you've got no one in your corner and life is feeling rougher and rougher all the time. Yeah, that could definitely be presenting a challenge for you right now within your money situation, your mental health. So maybe put a pause on your spending for right now until you are maybe in a little bit better mental space to where you have a little bit more clarity surrounding your situation and your money, so you don't make it worse. Because as we all know, if you spend more than you have, the shopping experience and getting new things it's very momentary. Almost by the time you get home, you're like, oh, I just spent such and such amount of money and this is all I got. Like, it almost flips that quick. And then it can drive you even deeper into a depression. And then you look at your bank account and, oh shit, the first is tomorrow and rent's due, and I just spent my rent this last week on what? You don't even know because you can't even account for it anymore. Like, where did it go? So now it comes to like you're scrambling, like, do I sell stuff? You know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself in that situation. Put a pause on your spending at this time and allocate that money into savings. It'll make you feel so much better. I can speak from experience. When your financial health is better, your mental health can and will most likely follow. It just helps your spirit be in a better place when you don't have to worry about finances, worry about money, where your next meal is going to come from, where your rent's going to come from. Because when you put all that pressure on yourself, it definitely affects your mental health. Alright, moving on from that. Sorry, that got a little bit preachy. In the past, you have Libra, Justice. This is a card of karma coming back. Whether that's good karma that you've put out into the world, or maybe you've done some shitty things, and that's kind of why you are feeling the way that you're feeling now. It's coming back karmically. Excuse me. This also would indicate that you have a decision to make This gal looks like Solange Knowles to me. But you could have a big decision to make, and maybe that's another reason why you are in this kind of rock bottom mental purgatory kind of state. Because you don't want to make this decision and you're avoiding it a little bit, and you're not wanting to face your reality. I need to check something real quick, sorry. I just received a text. Kind of important. Sorry. My mom asked me about the size of shoe that my kid is currently wearing. And I don't know, because they grow super fast at this age. Okay, I am so sorry. I hate doing that, but if she's asking, it's because she is out doing something and needs to know. And if I ignore her, then yeah. Excuse me. All right. Justice. In your past, so you could have had, again, karma come back around for you recently. You could have made a big decision recently as well, whether that's moving out of a current living situation, ending a relationship, changing jobs, quitting a job without having another job lined up. Those sort of, big decisions that kind of weigh on us when we don't make them, or when we avoid making them. And then in your near future, within the next few days, this is the energy that you're moving into. This is a renewal for you, finding forgiveness for yourself and for others around you, but mostly within yourself. If you are finally kind of realizing the state that you've been in and the cycles that you've been repeating, maybe you're asking yourself for forgiveness. I'm sorry for putting us through this again. I'm sorry for not seeing it sooner. I'm sorry for any and everything that you could possibly be sorry for. You're seeking forgiveness. You're granting forgiveness. If someone is seeking it from you. But this is you letting go of an old way of being, an old way of thinking and operating, and having a rebirth sort of moment when it comes to your money. Again, this is a money reading, so we need to kind of keep that in mind when we're doing these, that this is in regards to money. So you could be having a rebirth when it comes to money. All right, above, this is what you're working towards. This is your goal in regards to money, which is interesting because it's a Cups card. Typically in goal situations, people have an expected, when it comes to money, we have money cards, but you have got Cups, which are emotions and love. This Daughter of Cups in particular is very romantic. She's very sweet. She's very loving. She's artistic. She's emotional. So it could be that your goal is to be more in tune with your emotions when it comes to money and not so analytical. Maybe you want to lead with your heart from now on when it comes to money decisions and be less of air energy, which is kind of cold and calculated at times. So you could be looking to invest your money into things that resonate with you emotionally on a soul level, and not so much if it's a wise, according to who, decision. And then below, what the counterpart to this, whether you're aware of it or not, this is what is in your subconscious. I always struggle with that word, sorry. I don't mean to laugh. It is control. 4 of coins, sorry. I like to call out the cards just in case you are not. I don't think I have been calling them out though. Whoops. I am so sorry. I really do like to call them out. So if you guys are listening and not watching, you can't see me holding the card up in front of you as I talk about it. So I try to call out what cards they are for those that are just listening and not watching. 4 of coins in your subconscious placement. You could be, again, holding on consciously. You are trying to control your money a little too tightly. This is the feeling of when you start to get a little bit of financial stability or abundance, and you are afraid that you're going to lose it, so you start to control everything and not letting it flow as freely in and out. And that tends to stagnate money when you hoard it like that. It's hard for it to flow freely when you've got such a tight grip on it. I would suggest, we haven't gotten to the advice card just yet, but with this in your subconscious, I would suggest working on any outdated or old feelings of poverty. Because if you look at this card, again, if you're watching and not just listening, if you look at this card, this looks like a homelessness situation, being left out in the cold. You could have some old outstanding ideas surrounding money that need to be healed and need to be forgiven. Again, the Judgment card up here in your future indicates that you are seeking and giving forgiveness and or giving forgiveness. So maybe forgive your parents. If you were homeless at one point in your life, forgive your parents for any role that they played in that. Your past self, if you were homeless at any point in your life, forgive your past self for making choices that led to that. And heal that narrative that is playing inside of you, because this leads to more lack than it does abundance. Okay. In your advice, we have the Page of Wands. This is a free-spirited, inspired. She can see a bigger, broader picture. She's a visionary, as they call them. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Maybe you need to tap into your fire a little bit. Be a little bit more playful and lighthearted and not so in your head. Get out in the world and create. Do. She is a doer and loves to play and do. Sorry, can't always talk and receive messages at the same time. And sometimes they're like, okay, shh, 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 shh. Listen and don't talk. So if I ever get quiet, that is what I'm doing. I'm receiving a message. So I am delivering what I need to deliver. This could also be indicating a need to soak up some new knowledge. Maybe you could learn something in regards to money. Maybe take a business course, a personal finance course if you never took one in high school or college. Maybe you could learn as much as you can about investing even at this time. Be careful that you don't take on too much and focus on too much at this time either, though. It's a fine line to walk. Yeah. And in the advice position, I would say try some new things. Try some new artistic things. Start journaling. You could find some inspiring ideas that could lead to new passions there. If you used to keep a journal, go back and read it and see if you can't find some inspiration from one point in your earlier life, because this speaks to a younger energy. You could be younger in age as well. You've got all the time in the world to figure this out, so take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're not in the position that you want to be in right now. Alright, external forces. This is energy that's around you. There's a ton of opportunity to make money around you. This is the card of new money, prosperous new beginnings, planting a seed and it becoming this crazy, lucrative opportunity for you. That's the energy around you. So take a second to identify these opportunities and notice what's around you. Again, it could be an idea in a journal from years ago that you pick up and start reading, and there's something, oh yeah, I had this excellent idea for this invention. There could be several of those around you. You just have to change your perspective a little bit so you can notice them. But this is the energy, that is going to propel you and drive you forward in your money situation. Alright, your hopes. You have the King of Coins. You want to be this super stable, steady, an entrepreneur even. You want to own your own business and just sit on your stack of coins. Or you could be hoping for a sugar daddy. This is, I don't know why I get sugar daddy vibes from this card, but I just do. He has a lot of money. He's the money behind the business endeavors. So that's your hope. Your hope is to be so financially stable that you can invest in other people around you and give back and have more than enough to share with everybody around you and support the people around you and have this lavish, luxurious lifestyle. You hope to be this giving, generous person because, again, he has so much he doesn't know what to do with it, so he often gives it away and invests it in other people. That is your hope. Your fear, on the other hand, is almost in direct opposition to this because you have the Six of Coins, which is a windfall of cash. It is abundance and prosperity and growth coming to you. You could be afraid that you're never going to get to this space. You're never going to have that that prosperity that you dream of. You're never going to be able to take care of the people around you and support them in the way that you so desperately, not desperately, so the way that you want to. You could be afraid that your opportunity is never going to present itself, or you're not going to notice it when it does, and you're not going to seize it. So you're not going to be able to amass the wealth that you're seeking. Always with the hopes and fears cards, I suggest that you focus on your hope and kind of ignore your fear. Don't feed into it. Don't give it a voice. Don't reiterate that narrative in your mind and go over it over and over and over again. Try to silence it as much as you can and focus on your hope, and keep the image of you sitting on a pile of coins in your mind. I've been dreading this since it came out. Your outcome is Three of Swords. This is betrayal and heartbreak. So if this is the outcome for you at this time, I just know that it will get better, and this is not an outcome for your entire life. This is just one situation over a short period of time, and the tides will turn. Fate is always changing. If you're on the bottom today, you could be on top tomorrow. So don't let one card or one situation or one outcome be your entire life. It is not. If you're feeling a sense of betrayal when it comes to money, if you had someone even steal money from you or rob you of something, don't let it dictate how you operate throughout the rest of your life. Okay? I'm going to leave this here. Focus on your fun, your free spirit, your visionary spirit, and finding new inspiration all around you, because there is new inspiration, opportunities to make money, and you will reach this goal. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you next time. I love you so much. Bye.